Good morning, everyone. I'm Surend Dayal. I'm the CEO of Magia, and I'm joined today by our chairman of our board and chief financial officer, Steve Solomon. And what I'd like to share with you today is just a few of the things we're doing, particularly post-COVID, to foster employee engagement and customer engagement within Magia, and in particular, some of the back office solutions that Steve has rolled out. So thank you for joining me, Steve, and welcome.
Thanks, Surend.
So in this COVID world, we have done a number of things to make sure that we have the right tools for our people. What are some of the key ones?
Okay, so yeah, we've rolled out a number of tools over the last probably 12 months. The business has doubled in size through FY19 to 20. So, we're a very disparate business as well with what people set all across the country. So having the tools internally is very important for us. So we've got three sort of key areas that we've put in place. One is Facebook Workplace, and that's for all of our corporate comms. We use that for the chat functionality, real-time chat, which is fantastic because all our people are very engaged in that. Second one is we're rolling out Microsoft's platform for all of our core office tools. We're just kicking off a project to move through and set up all of our SharePoint for our intranet and all of our working teams, utilising Microsoft Teams as well for all of our online meetings and collaboration. And then the last one is Employment Hero. With such a growth in the business, we needed a way to be able to engage with our people, manage all of the core HR functionality, and use it for things like our internal reviews, recognition, and our onboarding process.
Yeah, that's great. So let's start with Workplace. And Facebook, there's a lot of bad things that you could say about Facebook, but they also do some things really well. And I'm interested in what led us. Why did we choose Workplace as our first kind of employee engagement tool?
Yeah, sure. So we looked for a set of tools that was going to enable us to communicate and engage with our people effectively. Now, there's lots of different ones out there. What we really liked about Facebook Workplace was obviously the chat functionality and our ability to create all of the teams, but keep it in something that was industry standard, but addresses the needs of some of the younger generation in terms of what they're looking for, what they expect in applications. And we've used other ones in the past of where the engagement across the business was okay. When we put Facebook Workplace in, we had 100% engagement, and now it is just a core part of our organisation, and the whole of the business use it.
Yeah, I must say I love it. I think it really feels vibrant. People are on it all the time. It's a really good way to engage with our staff.
Absolutely.
So secondly, then on the Microsoft stack again, there's sort of an irony in it that we're obviously an Oracle solution provider, but but the productivity tools, particularly in Office 365, I mean those are excellent.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, obviously, we've been using Microsoft Office for a long time, but for all of our other components, for things like our document storage and intranet, we wanted a solution that was completely connected. So obviously, we're using the Office productivity tools, just kicking off a project to roll out SharePoint to replace some existing data storage, and the reason for that is that we also want to be engaged with our customers. So our project management group, currently running SharePoint or putting that in together to be able to work collaboratively with our customers, and then integrating that with Microsoft Teams for all of our online meetings, collaboration. It makes sense for us to have that as a single platform. One, security. It's easier for us to manage our onboarding and offboarding process for employees, and just keep everybody engaged in a single platform.
Yeah, it's been very powerful that, and certainly Outlook's such a hub for everything that we do. having the things hanging off that very easily. I certainly find a lot easier to use as a techno gumby myself.
Yeah.
Which you well know. And then finally, Employment Hero. Where have we really gotten value from that?
Yeah, the business has grown so much, and we've got a lot of employees spread over the country. So we wanted a way to be able to engage and manage the core HR functions that we need to. We wanted a way to be able to people to get their pay slips, to manage leave. They can organise and do one-on-ones or interview style things with their managers. To raise issues or to give examples of things that we should be doing. And so we put Employment Hero in after doing a good market scan. And one of the things I really liked about it was that they're an Aussie company, and it's good to promote local talent. And we found that the engagement through that is with our employees has been fantastic. We do happiness surveys to see how the business is going. And because it's anonymous, we actually get some really good feedback from staff about problems that we may have or things that we as executives need to address.
Yeah, that's great. It's certainly been really good. And I think in particular, our values, which is such an important part of the business, how has it helped ingrain that and foster that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the things that we've promoted a lot in the last 12 months is our core values. So that's part of the main platform. And what we do, through our quarterly themes, through projects, or we use that as a way to recognise those people. And it's not just the managers recognising; it's peers recognising other people. It's sometimes it's customers. We have our customers recognise individuals, and we like to post all of that stuff up through Employment Hero, so that the whole business sees actually that people are living the values and we're providing value to our customers.
Absolutely, and I've certainly spoken before on this channel about values and how important they are. So thanks very much, Steve. I'm really grateful. I think that we are, as a business, going so well in this post-COVID era, and definitely a really fundamental part of that is all this corporate platforms that we're putting in place for engagement across geography, across distance, and as we scale globally, I think those things are going to become more and more important.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's always a work in progress. The technology changes so much. We're trying to be active in it and making sure that we're preparing for the next round of growth. And the most important thing for us is really ensuring that our people are we're communicating with them, they're communicating with us, we're using that information to make decisions or to decide things that we should or shouldn't be doing in the business.
Fantastic. Okay, well, thanks everyone for listening. We'll post some screenshots of a few of these things as well so that you can have a look at them, or just visit our website, www.magia-solutions.com. Cheers.